All right, guys. Welcome back to the Game Plan, episode 7. Getting close to the end of the season now. Back here with Gabe, and we got special guest, not with us, but on the phone. Where is he?
Oh, I'm here. I thought you were going to say my name. My bad.
Well, we got the commish with us. Commish from all the way up in the middle of Mass.
Up in, I don't know where I am right now. I think I'm in Wellesley.
Yeah, he's driving right now, so we're going to have some deep car thoughts from Mr. Puya.
Yep.
Those
car
are the best
thoughts.
thoughts.
I like it.
Those are the best thoughts.
Those are the best thoughts.
Joe's about to be barking.
For real.
With that being said, Matt couldn't make it today, so rolling with just Gabe and I in person, and obviously had to get the commission on at least once this season, so here we go.
Yes, sir.
Starting off, recap. This was a tough game. Team Shannon versus Team Flanny. Final score was 92-85. It was a game that we let slip away in the second half just because of sloppy play.
Bro, so give some insight on that. Like, I wasn't there for that game, so I don't know what happened.
It was a close game the first quarter. I think it was like a 3-point game. Halftime, we were up 8. I think going into the fourth, they were up 2.
Who was going crazy, though? Or was it just all around?
It was very even. Flanny had 47 and Bodie had 43.
Oh, damn, really?
They both played...
If I remember correctly, though, Bodie shot very efficient.
Yeah, and
Bodie had a very good game.
Mike and I knew that was coming all season.
Yeah.
I told Mike since week 1, Bodie's going to have his best game of the year against us.
Yep.
We had a lot of turnovers. I know me personally, I threw the ball over way too many times.
What, just dumb passes or dribbling?
Just dumb passes. Dribbling, I was fine. It's just Flanny's length got in the way.
Oh, he was the one guarding you?
No, but I tried to hit entry passes to Mike, and he just kind of it was just hard to feed Mike. Yeah. Mike.
One thing to talk about.
Yeah.
This was going to be the first time we saw Flanny's full team.
Yeah.
And they actually looked very good.
For 7 minutes.
For the first, if that. Kurt had 3 steals, 2 points on his only shot, and then a couple boards. But then he ended up breaking his ankle.
Shout out Kurt.
How's their chemistry?
Shout out Kurt.
They were looking like a good team. They jumped out to a quick 8-0 lead. We were able to come back and tie it up. I think we scored 8 straight points right away as well. But
when did Kurt get injured?
Kurt went down 7 minutes into the game.
Oh, damn, that early?
First quarter.
I literally, he did a pump fake, then he did some sort of spin. I literally heard, Mike heard it too. We both heard pops in his ankle, and he said right away he broke it. But it was just, it sucked because obviously Kurt is someone who loves playing in the driver league.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's been dying to play too.
Yeah, and it sucks for Team Flanny seeing that this was their first time actually even being on the court together this year since their championship win 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Unfortunate thing to see for Kurt, but we all know he'll be back and better next year.
What do you mean? He's playing this week?
He's playing in a boot.
Kurt's crazy.
If anybody would do that,
it would be Kurt. Curtis came from the hospital before to play a driver league game. But yeah, rough game. Way too many turnovers. It's obviously hard for Mike getting guarded by someone like Flanny, who's lengthy and is able to kind of contest shots that normally wouldn't be contested. And also just Tommy wasn't hitting that game. We all had bad games, a lot to improve on for us going into the playoffs. But yeah, next game we had Team Levis versus Team Cosme. Team Levis played surprisingly well, I'd say, for this game.
I think Yaney played well.
Yaney was a dog this game.
Yaney had a 50 ball.
Yaney had a 58 piece. He missed the final layup on Gabe for a 60 ball. I know he was pissed about that.
Well, originally I told him to jump with me because he was just doing open dunks.
Yeah.
And this dude went for a crazy-ass layup instead of actually just jumping, and he just airballed it over the hoop.
Should have dunked it, Yaney. Should have dunked it. It was honestly a fun game to watch, I gotta say, because it was fun to finally see Team Levis put up a good amount of points. Cosme obviously came away with the win by 24. Will had another couple highlight dunks again. That man's bouncy.
Yo, on Ryan Levis.
Yeah, that was a bad
bro.
one. That's in the highlights, I think, towards the end somewhere if you haven't seen it. Bugley obviously had his 3 balls dropping. Man's a dog. Bugley's a demon.
Mm-hmm.
Bugley had a very good game this week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll say that.
That Bugley.
My only thing with your team, Cosme,
is
you guys don't play any defense. And I know this is kind of a blowout.
That's their game
but I think
style.
we'll talk about it later. But next week will be a big test for you playing Madano.
Yeah. We'll get into that. We'll get into that later.
We'll get into that later.
But yeah, Team Cosme taking the victory against Team Levis. Like I was about to say, that Yanni versus Bewley matchup was fun to watch all game.
Yeah.
Next game.
Also, wait.
Yeah, go for it.
Ryan Levis is a baby. I was babying him in the paint the whole game, bro. I was literally...
Spill my drink.
Yeah, we got to spill. But I was literally just posting him up. I texted in my group chat maybe like 2 hours before. I said, I'm just posting up this game. I'm not shooting that much. I think I shot like 6 threes or something like that compared to my usual like 20, maybe 18. Yeah. But yeah, he's a baby in the paint, bro. I had to baby him.
Come on, Levis. Now are we ready to move on?
Yeah.
You got that out? All right.
Oh, wait, and I also
he's still going.
And I also grabbed 39 boards on him. That's OD.
That's Beast Gorilla, man.
That's terrible.
That's Beast Gorilla, man.
Nobody else rebounds on your team, Gabe.
Yeah, no, that's for real.
I know, I have to grab everything. But they be
You have to do everything for your team.
They be sneaking in, though.
Yeah, they
be sneaking in.
They just leak out and let Gabe do the rebounding, get open shots from it. Third time's a charm. Next game. Team Howard versus Team Chung in our first 2v2 of the year.
Wow. 80 to 74. That's actually
it was
not
a 2v2.
Bad. That's not bad, though.
Yeah.
Who was
it was Matt and Ka versus Brian and Rob.
80 to 74 is pretty good, bro, for Team Chung.
Yeah.
Like so those are two Howard's best players.
This game was kind of interesting because we had 2 5-minute quarters to start the game. Then we were like, it's kind of going by quick. No one's really picking up a lot of stats. So we increased to like 7 minutes, I think, the third, and then we gave him 10 minutes the fourth.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
It was kind of a guess and check kind of thing.
Yeah, it was. Everyone was with it, so
play
like
by ear type stuff.
Everyone was with it, so we just let them. It was a good game. I gotta say that.
Yeah.
It was an entertaining 2v2. Howard ended up getting a very much needed win after a little losing streak. Rob bounced back. I think he had somewhere around 45.
Yep. Brian shot, I believe, 18 for 20 or something insane.
Wow.
Not 18 for 20, literally,
wow.
but it was like 9 for 12 or something on threes.
Jesus.
He had an insane 3-point game.
Yeah, he's been doing that for these 2 past weeks or something.
Shout out Brian from 8% to 40.
Facts. That's actually a journey, bro. Like no funny shit. Like you don't see nobody in the league doing that.
No.
Mm-mm. Like I was saying, very good game to watch. Team Chung put up a great fight. I think in the fourth quarter, Ka had like 6 or 7 threes to get him close. But yeah, Team Chung taking the tough L against him.
Damn, Ka shooting?
Ka was hitting.
For real?
Yeah, Kaheem hit, I think, 6 or 7 in a row.
Ka had a good game.
It was insane. I've never seen him shoot that well.
Yeah, no, Ka had a good game against a very good defender in Rob. So
yeah,
hopefully he could take that as like I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, but like hopefully he could take a step forward after seeing what he could do.
A building block.
Yeah, that's exactly. Thank you, Kamish.
Build on that next week, and then going into the playoffs.
Yeah,
I feel like it's also because of the fact that like he knows like who was guarding him, Brian or Rob.
Rob was most of the game, I think.
Yeah, like they're like
I think Brian was
close.
on Sean.
Like they be hanging out and stuff. I feel like he's just like he's familiar, so he's trying harder and stuff.
Yeah. But the last game of the day was our game of the week, I think. Madano versus Satan. Very, very hard fought game. 2 defensive teams. Satan ended up prevailing and taking a 15-point win, 89 to 74.
And we still had a couple minutes left, and we just called it.
Yeah, Steve had a very, very, very good defensive game. Obviously, Josh still hit some crazy tough shots. But obviously, if you know you're playing Madano, he's going to hit those crazy tough shots. He's built like that. He's made to hit those tough jumpers. Steve and Josh back and forth all game. Tassie and Joe had some good threes, though. Tassie had a nice buzzer beater to end the first half.
That helped.
Like watching
in this game.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, you go.
In this game, it was like 25 points for roughly about each team in the first half.
Yeah.
And then I remember my team, Team Satan, ended up scoring, I think, 37 in the third quarter.
Well, yeah.
We really pulled ahead in that third quarter. We were able to, like, tire them out, and then...
Bouncing off that, like, I remember in the beginning of the game, it was 2-2 with, like, 4 minutes left in the first.
That's crazy.
Yeah. It was very defensive.
Yeah. But, like, I remember when I was putting together the weekly highlight mix, like, it was just Josh, Steve. Like, I was trying to find clips for other people. They were just going back and forth at it.
Yeah.
Obviously, both of them hit some contested shots. Steve had, I think it was like 5 blocks. 7, Jesus.
7 blocks. Jesus. All nasty blocks.
My bad, Steve.
Yeah, I did see one of the blocks he had on Josh on the highlight tape. That was nice.
Yeah, that was his best one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Steve's looking...
Josh, the thing is with his layups is he really knows how to use his body.
Yeah, and Steve I think, kind of neglected that.
Let Josh get around him and then purposely go around his body to, like, get out the ball. It was a very good, like,
Steve's timing
mindset with it, but...
Yeah, watching over all that, like, Steve's timing on all these blocks, it was really impressive to see. Like, he literally knew where Josh was putting the ball up, like, whenever.
Yeah.
Because, like you said, like, he got by him, but Steve was able to recover so well.
Yeah.
Steve.
Yeah, and he's got sneaky length, too.
You'll think you get past him, and then all of a sudden he's sending your shot out of bounds.
Yeah. Or he's at least, like, tipping it or something.
Yeah. But Steve looking to close the season with a push for MVP. He's looking to get his name up there. I think he had a very good game. Defense helped. Yeah, there's I'd say there's a solid top 3 or 4 right now. Top 3.
Maybe I'm biased.
It could be. But I think the man sitting next to me right now is up there too.
Yeah.
100%. I'd say Gabe's up there too. But
yeah.
Right now, I think it has to be just me and Steve. Personally, I think it's just me and Steve right now.
I could get with that. I'm trying to think captain-wise.
I mean,
Madonna's up there too.
If we're going to talk about it, Madonna's also in the conversation, but I think you can kind of say that, I don't know.
I think
because
those
Josh
are the top 3, I think.
such good defense to take out the other team's captain.
Yeah.
So you also kind of have to take that into account.
I'd say those are the top 3.
Yeah, I don't know. I just would say that he's been coming off some tough losses.
Yeah.
Yep.
So like I don't know. He's just coming off like tough games. You know what I'm saying?
So if you want to talk about losses, then why isn't Steve first?
Huh?
He said if you want to talk about losses, why isn't Steve first?
Yeah, you could say that.
I don't know. We'll see what this last.
Big debate.
He also has very good help.
This
He's good. It's not like he has a bad team.
You've been saying this whole time the Bugley's better than me.
What's he talking about?
He said that you said Bugley's better than him.
Yeah, he is, but we haven't faced you guys with Bugley.
Yeah, that is true.
We haven't faced you with Bugley.
Doesn't matter. You just said that Steve has better help.
No, I didn't say he has better help. I said you guys have a good squad. I said you guys have good role players.
All right, well then I'm mistaken. I thought I heard that you said that Steve has better help.
I think you low-key might have.
I did not.
I think you did.
I might have to rewind that. I'm gonna have to rewind that.
You guys can see it in the.
I might have to rewind that.
When this comes out, I got you.
Debate.
He also has very good help. Very good help.
But, yeah.
Go ahead, Captain.
After concluding our last game with the Team Madonna versus Team Satan, that leads us to Player of the Week. Player of the Week. I gotta go with Steve, I think.
I would agree.
Mm-hmm.
Just because...
Yeah. Shutting down Madonna.
I think Player of the Week for me, it really, like, shines when someone has a good game against, like, a very good opponent.
Yep.
So that kind of elevates that category for me. So that's why I'm saying Steve for this week.
When you can block Josh 7 times or 5 times or whatever on a shot or a layup, that's impressive. Like,
yeah,
and you get the dub by double digits.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So
And I mean, he's put a 50 ball on Josh, who's a defender who's held multiple captains to single-digit points.
yeah.
That's saying something.
Nah, he only held one captain, two single digits.
No, 2. Chung had 9 week 1.
Chung don't fucking count.
All right, well, he held Rob 16.
That was Tyler.
That was Tyler.
Okay.
But yeah, player of the week. That makes it nice and easy. 3 for 3. Steve Satan.
Congrats.
Power rankings.
Steve's tough.
Steve is tough. Power rankings. Number 8, Joe. Let's hear number 8.
Skip
Who
it.
I think we all know.
Team Levis!
Let's go, Levis.
Yeah. Team Dookie Buns.
Oh my.
Hey, we're going to have a nice foreshadowing. This is a big week for Team Levis.
Wow.
Oh, game of the week.
That is game of the
I'm
week.
saying that's game of the week. When,
Yeah.
I'm for it.
like, I know that's realistically the game of the week.
Yeah, but that's like low key game of the week. Like,
Yeah. Number 8, shocker. Team Levis for the 7th straight episode.
Yeah.
Haven't moved at all.
You know, here's the thing. I think Team Levis is a very strong team. We've been saying this all week. They're very new to Driveway League.
Yeah.
There's a little different play style that they got to get used to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like, bro, this dude, Ryan Levis, is over here, like, going to the middle of the court, like, right at the free throw line and calling for the ball. Like, yo, bro, what are you doing? Like,
High
don't.
school basketball.
Yeah. He's like, Pixton, over here. He's, like, putting
Yeah.
his hands up and stuff. And then he's, like, getting it in the middle and just swinging it to the outside. It's like, bro, this is not actual basketball, bro. This is
Right.
AV3 Driveway League. Like,
Yeah. Don't have time to sit free throw line,
Yeah.
get the ball, let someone cut,
Yeah,
do this,
facts.
this.
Yeah. The other thing is, respectfully, their defense looks like Swiss cheese.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
going to be tough to win when you're letting teams score 130 on you.
Respectful. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I was going to say Gabe's team does that against most teams, but then I was thinking of their other scores, all the other games. Team Levis does let up 130 like every game.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I know we scored like
That's my
132.
challenge to Team Levis going forward.
Better defense.
Better defense.
Because, yeah, they only have 2 games left because they're getting bounced first round.
Yeah, most definitely.
So just enjoy it, fellas. Leads us to number 7. I think this is going to be another 3 for 3 across the board. Team Chung.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
No words on that.
Yeah, no words on that.
Yeah.
Just a Team Chung. Just because they still haven't.
It's just them.
They still haven't showed us that, like.
I'm still yet to see them try for more
Yeah.
than 2 quarters.
They literally. Team Levis at least tries.
I agree with that, Joe. It's like if 2 of them are trying, one of them stops trying, and then
Yeah.
when one
Yep.
stops trying and then wants to get back in the game and starts trying again, 1 or
Yep.
2 of the other ones aren't trying
that
because
is-
the third is not trying. Like,
I feel like the chemistry just isn't all there for them.
yeah,
No, I would agree.
they only speak insults when they talk. Like,
Yeah.
with their own team. Like, bro, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, but not much else to say about that ranking. Number 6. Because of my loss, I might have to go us at 6. Because last week I had Flanny ranked behind us, but obviously I feel like
I'm gonna have to go Team Flaney still.
you're gonna go Team Flanny.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna agree with Gabe here. Just personally, I think if Team Flanny doesn't lose Kurt, I'm putting them 5. But because they lost Kurt and now Cruzer's gonna be in, I think that
you
creates a
do
little
bring
more
a valid
mismatches.
point.
Like, realistically, are they scoring 48 and 43 together again? Like, no.
Yeah.
Like, they're just not.
Yeah. Yeah, you bring up a valid point with Kirk getting hurt there. Even though, like, Cruiser is a big body, I guess you could say, like, it doesn't really help you offensively to have him.
Nah, it
Right.
bugs that he's better now, though. It does.
Dude,
Like, bro, when I be hearing Cruiser has 20 points, bro, I'm
Yeah.
like, yo, let's fucking go.
yeah,
like,
but then he had 0 against us.
yeah, touche. Yeah.
That man,
Can't help you there, Cruiser. I tried to hype you up. Sorry.
I love playing against Cruiser though, because he's like does the most
Yeah.
funny things like in game. Like
Yeah.
There was one point where Flanny was like, "Cruiser, give me the ball," and you just heard Cruiser go, "Okay." Just like things like that. Just like I started laughing in the game, and then
Yeah.
like he thought that he was passing him at one point, and he goes, "Oh, it's just a shot."
What?
He thought he was getting the ball, and Flanny ended up shooting it.
Oh.
But yeah, I don't know. I'd say it's a toss-up at 5-6, just because like we did lose to them.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously we'll see how they play with Cruiser going forward. Number 5.
But
Oh, you still got
if I
something?
can butt in real quick.
Yeah.
I think the biggest thing and how I look at power rankings is just overall, how does your team match up with others?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
pretty
I
much.
think your team, which you proved versus your win against Medano, you match up against better teams. I
Yeah.
think better than Team Flanny would. So
Yeah.
that's why I would
Yeah.
put you ahead of Flanny for this
That's
week.
facts.
Okay. I respect that. That's good logic.
Yeah, so I think obviously you could tell who me and Joe are going for number 5.
Probably Team Shannon.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. I'm not gonna take like a firm stance on either of that. I feel like those could flip flop based on your guys' reasonings too. So
Yeah.
respectful decisions both ways.
Yeah.
We already kind of talked about the reason behind that, so we'll just move on to 4. 4. I
Four, I'm gonna
got.
have to-
Actually,
Oh, you
no,
got.
never mind. Go ahead.
You
I'm
got
not-
something, or are you good?
No, I was just going to talk about your team a little bit.
Go for it.
Yeah, let me
I
get some
just
insight.
think Team Shannon, I know it's kind of like a tough task, but like you guys really just need to find a middle ground of consistency.
I know. Art.
I feel like
Like
that's
I
really
feel
what
like
it is.
everybody
Literally.
plays good or everybody plays bad, and there's
Literally.
like no in between.
No, I agree with that 100%.
You know?
I
It's
feel
like we're literally like on and off like every other week. It's like
Yeah.
great game against Medano, bad game against the next team, like great game against blah blah blah, bad game against Flanny. Like it was just a bad week for us.
Yeah, I think your like main thing to think about, like me personally, this is just how I think. Mind you, I'm not a passer, bro. I
Yeah.
fucking hate passing.
We know.
Respectfully,
We know.
like if I 100% think that I can make every shot, like, that I can.
That's
shoot.
the mentality
So-
you got to have.
So, like, I feel like you guys need to find who that person is on your team. Find that hot hand who can, like, score 40 to 50 a game.
Yeah.
And then, like, obviously your other 2 players will score 20 plus. Like, you guys are all good. You guys can all score 20.
Yeah.
Like,
Mike said to me
Yeah.
multiple times this year that like he like feels like he overshoots everything. He says like being in the gym's like hurt him basketball wise because he feel like he's like so much stronger and he has to like barely shoot the ball.
well, that man is big as fuck.
I can
So-
get behind that.
Cause like I feel like a 3-pointer now in driver league for me is like a free throw. Like I feel like I have to shoot
Yeah.
it so light. Like I see where he's coming from that, but hopefully he finds some consistency going forward.
Yeah. And I know we've kind of sounded like a broken record,
Yeah,
but I feel like Mike does need to shoot the ball more. I think more things need to go through him.
yeah, we tell him that
Because
every week.
You have 2 great shooters on your team,
Yeah,
especially in open looks. Like you give Tommy or you a shot, I feel like one of the 2
yeah,
is gonna fall.
we tell him that
But-
week in and week out.
Yeah.
It was just a tough matchup for him again this week.
Yeah, that's true. Lanky Flanny.
Yeah,
Bro, honestly, just tell, like, my advice to Mike is every time you get the ball, have your
yeah.
eyes locked on the
Yeah.
rim, because you want people to at least think that you're gonna do something offensively. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
like
I'd agree with that.
I will say like Mike sometimes like I notice he does look passive during games and like Mike obviously is like one of the strongest people in the league, if not like the strongest.
yeah.
And like he could use his body to create shots for people around him, like me and
Takes
Tommy.
offense to that.
Literally, that man has brick wall. Like,
Yeah.
he could even set, like, better screens if it's possible.
Yeah,
like,
literally. It'll hurt running into Mike.
Or box out hard, like,
Yeah. What number are we at? 4?
3.
4.
Going four.
We were 5.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say 4, but Joe said
All
he
right.
had something to say.
So number 4.
I'm going to have to
what
go
were you gonna
Howard.
say?
Yeah,
Howard.
Howard.
I'll go Howard as well.
Howard. Howard across the board.
I'll go Howard as well. Just because I get it was 2v2, but it was your 2 best players versus Chung and Ka, who I guess
Yeah.
you could say are their 2 best players.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I think like if I was playing them in a 2v2, I feel like you should have won by more. I guess I could
Way
say.
more. No offense,
Yeah.
Team Chung, but way more.
Yeah.
80 to 74.
Unless they just weren't playing D.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought it would have been way more of a convincing victory. I think your two matches up way better than they do against you.
Yeah.
But yeah, not much else to say. Team
I think-
Howard at 4. Joe, you had something?
I got one thing. Yeah,
Go for
I
it.
think one thing that's been holding Team Howard back is Rob and Brian know how each other play, like absolutely like the back of their hand.
Yeah,
But Jaheim, I think, no offense to Jaheim, because he's a hell of a hooper,
yeah.
but I just don't think he fits in what they're trying to do.
The
Yeah,
play
and
style.
that's literally what Driver League is. It's all about fits and like all this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if you can't play with your team like the way that they like are envisioning to play, then it's gonna be hard to win sometimes.
Yep. Like, I think, Brian's going to chuck up some shots that you're like, that's not a great shot, but he will make some of
Bro,
them.
he be making
Off
them,
that
yeah,
one
like,
foot.
For real, the 1 foot.
Right. But Jaheim, I feel like, gets mad at Brian and, like, rolls his eyes and then gets kind of pissed off with his team. But, like, to me, that's almost what you have to expect with Brian and with, like, Rob doesn't care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rob's down there trying to get the rebound. If it
Yeah.
misses.
Rob's a dog.
They both like contested shots. Rob loves contested
Rob,
shots.
and he makes 'em.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Brian loves contested shots.
Rob is so tough.
Like, some people can make it more when it's contested than they can when they're open because like
You.
it's just like
Madonna,
it's
Madonna's
just
one of them.
So is Gabe.
It's just like muscle memory. Like if a person's there, like hey, like
Gabe don't make open shots.
yeah, I don't be
That's
making
true.
a lot of open shots, bro. That could be a game plan, but I think I don't know. No one will actually do that against me, but like low
Just
key, it's a solid game plan
give-
just to try.
Give Gabe the Madonna on Jaheim game plan.
Yeah.
Just leave me open.
Yeah. Number 3. I'm gonna go Team Madonna.
Yeah, I'm gonna have
I'd
to
agree.
say Team Udano too. Yeah.
A lot of agreeing here today.
Lot of agreement.
I think as the season winds down, I think it's going to be more like that. I think there's like
Yeah.
more info that we know about all these teams.
Yeah.
Team Madonna obviously taking a tough loss, but we still know that there are a bunch of players that are like,
Did they play DOB?
no,
They didn't?
No.
Oh,
it was
damn.
Josh, Tyler, and Jamrog.
Wait, Joe, how many did you have? Was Jamrock guarding you?
I only had 12 shots, but I shot like six times.
You made
I
6?
wasn't looking to score.
You shot
Or
like...
I only had 12 points, sorry.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right, that makes sense.
Was Jamrock guarding you?
I think so.
Tyler was guarding me.
Oh, wow. That's different.
Or no, maybe no.
I think it was
Jack
Jamrog.
was guarding me. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Jack was guarding me.
that's a big matchup right there. Two big boys going at it.
He
Yeah.
couldn't get a rebound though. I was tiring him out.
How many pounds is that going back and forth at each other? That's a lot of pounds.
Probably about over 500.
That was the player v player matchup of the week.
That was the biggest matchup in Driver League history.
It could be, yeah. I think it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, Madonna at 3.
The thing with Madonna, if I'm keeping on going on one thing about every team,
Yeah,
you know what Madonna's going to bring. He's going to score a shit ton, and he's going to, he's going to get his shots up, and he's most likely going to make most of them.
yeah.
Tyler's not going to shoot too much. Jack's been a wild card.
Jack is a wild card.
First couple of weeks, he had, 30, whatever. Then the past couple of weeks, he's probably had us combined 30 points.
Yeah.
And in my eyes, he's standing in the three-point line. He's kind of not doing as much as he used to be doing. So I don't know
Not
if there's
playing gritty.
something up there or what's going on. But if Madonna can get the help from Jamrod that he used to, that's a potential number 1, number 2.
Yeah, it takes that team to a whole new level if Jamrock's producing.
Yeah. He needs
Yeah.
to start playing gritty. That's how they were last year. Like, they were a gritty team. But, like, now,
Yep.
I feel like since they won last year, like, they, I don't know, maybe
They're a little
just lax.
complacent.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I think Madonna had like one loss in like last. Did he have one loss last year to you guys or?
Yeah. He lost once and it was to us, yeah.
And I think he's lost 3 games now this year. He wasn't there for one of them.
Yeah,
But-
so.
So I guess you could say like he lost 2 when he was there.
Yeah.
But yeah, still a very, very good team. Hence the reason why they're still top 3.
Yeah.
Yep.
Number 2, Cosme.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go on my team too. I'm gonna keep saying my team not only because like Satan is undefeated, right? They're undefeated.
They're
right?
undefeated,
Yeah.
6-0.
Yep.
They're undefeated, but like also the fact that like I don't know, give me some extra motivation.
Yeah, I like that.
I'm trying to be the best. Yeah, I'm trying to get that number 1. So
I like that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see them in the playoffs though, unless like we'll see each other in like the like our conference
Yeah,
type shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
That would suck if like it wasn't us in the championship though. You know what I mean? Like
Well, like wouldn't like the first seed and second seed be on opposites?
oh
Yeah,
okay.
so the way that I'm gonna try and do it is the highest seed is always gonna play the lowest seed.
Like some March,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the March Madness brackets, like 1 versus
yeah,
8.
it's not gonna be like a set bracket
Yeah,
where if 1, 2, 3, and 4 win, and the way that it works, 1 and 2 play.
yeah,
Yeah.
It's gonna be 1, 4, 2, and 3.
All right,
Yeah,
I
so
fuck with that. Yeah.
It'll be like 1 and 8, and then like 2 versus 7 on the other side.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be tough. That'll be tough.
I think, I mean, judging off of last game, you could make an argument that Bugley's the second best scorer on that team.
Like in my like, I'm gonna be like dead honest, like completely honest.
That's what this podcast
Like
is for.
Will does not try like that. Like I've known Will since I've been in 4th or 3rd grade. Like that man has always like been like a hustler, and then like clamps, and then inside
It's
scoring.
like bounce,
Right.
sneak bounce out of nowhere.
And he can like he literally like just does whatever in the game. Like bro, you see the moves he's doing. He's fucking putting it between his legs and doing a spin move. Like he doesn't do those in actual games. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
he just be
That's
doing
right.
he just be doing whatever he wants. But like when it's a close game and stuff, like that's when he'll come to play. Like you saw him in Team Howard versus us.
Yeah,
He scored 14 in the 4th, and he scored like 8 straight, like on Jaheim. Like he'll come to play if like it puts him in that position, but other than that, like he'll tell us like, oh, just do like whatever you guys want. So I'll go out and get mine, and then
Bugley's tough.
that boy's tough. Yeah,
Bugley is
Bugley's
tough.
tough. So he just be shooting.
Ever since Bugley got picked up, he's been proving himself.
Yeah, I like that too. I like that. But yeah, that's my take on people. Like if people are like, oh, why is Will not scoring, or like he's not really a scorer. Like that's literally why. Like to be honest, he doesn't really try against like teams that he thinks or like knows will beat.
Mm-hmm. You got
So
anything
you're
else,
saying
Joe?
that. So you're saying that arguably you could do the same thing that you did with Mo last year with Will.
Yeah, like I 100%
I
think.
personally disagree. I don't think Will can score like Mo could.
Yeah, that's like
That's the thing though. Like we actually talk about Mo with this. Like we tell Will all the time, like, yo, me and Mo like wanted it. Like we wanted that shit. Like we literally would want to play driver league every single day.
it gets like that.
Like Will's not like that. He's not like oh I want to play driver league every single day. Like he's just like, oh, I'll go to the games, like
Mo was
catch
tough.
some highlights and then like dip out. Pretty much.
Yeah, catch a body real quick.
Yeah.
Mo
So-
was tough.
But I promise you, yo, if he took if Will took 5 or 10 2-pointers right in a quarter, he's probably making 4 out of 5, or he's making like 8 out of 10 of those twos.
Mm-hmm. All right.
If they're layups,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's
I
all.
hope so.
That's all he. Well, it's like most of his layups and stuff are contested.
Most of them are dunks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's trying to put it in the rim, but
Any last words, Joe, before we move on to one?
No, I already talked about the defense.
Yeah. All right. Well then, number 1, we all know Joseph Puya on Team Satan.
Team Satan!
Joe's like on a jail call right now. It feels like.
yeah.
I feel like Bobby Schmurda on that one track he had with, I don't even know who that was.
Team Satan.
No, I mean, Team Satan, I think a lot of people have also noticed this for me. Like, I play a very different role than I have in the past.
Yeah.
And I think, like, Tassie also plays differently, too. But I think when you talk about chemistry, I think
I was about to
we
mention
all
that.
like know how each other play, and we know what to expect and what we're going to get exactly out of each other every game.
I was about to mention that. Like, you've heard the term, like, it's like a well-oiled machine. It's just like, it feels like you guys are all on the same page, and obviously, like, your record says so about that.
Facts.
Yeah.
Very, very good team, very tough team. They're good offensive and defensively, hence why I think the overall consensus is Satan at number 1.
Yeah. Plus, I feel like, I don't know, you guys are all doing good. Like you said, you're losing weight and stuff in your legs and all that. Like you feel like more stamina and bouncier and stuff. Like, and I'll be seeing Tassie in the gym every day. That boy's getting his body right every day. So like,
there yesterday.
And then Steve is just Steve. Like he's just a hoop.
Like,
he's just a hooper. He can hoop. So So
I
like,
don't even know what to say about Steve offensively and defensively. It's just like he does some things.
Yeah.
When I'm watching, I'm seeing like the 3-point line, and I'm like, I don't know if I should crash and like try and get a board here, or just like stay out of his way.
You really don't know what he's gonna do because he has some unexpected moves, like, and he has sneaky bounce. So like, if he's low key on the inside of the free throw line, or like even a little inside the paint, like he could take off for a 2-hand dunk, bro. Like,
Yep.
Seen it a number of times in the highlights, like.
Yeah. No, for real.
Him just rising up out of nowhere,
nowhere.
But
yeah, Team Satan, number 1 for, I don't know, it's been a couple weeks now.
It's been a minute.
Yeah,
I
might have been
what was
since
the lowest
week 3 or
we were ranked?
I think I've ranked them number 1 since week 3.
Yeah.
Cause I know I ranked Madonna 1 week 1, or the preseason 1 or whatever.
Yeah.
I think the 3rd episode is when I put Satan at 1.
Yeah.
Never looked back. That brings us to our weekly matchup predictions, though. With our first game of the day, a very, very interesting one. One that you might want to watch is Chung versus Levis.
Game of the week
you
right
won't
there.
say
Game
that
of the
with those
week.
two teams ever again.
Game of the week. Chung versus Levis, obviously the two teams in the bottom tier of the power rankings. It'll be interesting because, you know, like Team Levis, I mentioned it earlier, but like at least they try during their games. So it'll be a fun matchup to see, I think.
Hopefully Team Chung doesn't lose their dignity, because that'll suck.
Yeah,
I mean,
let's see. You got to think that Kyle will be on Levis, Pixton will be on Mike, and I think Chung's going to guard Yaney no matter what, I feel like.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see how those matchups work. It will be a good game to see, I think.
Yeah.
I
mean, I was trying to go through the same thing in my head, and I feel like you could make, like, who is Novak going to guard?
Yeah, it's good.
Like Pixton?
Yeah, like
This is the question I want to know: is Mike Novak a cone? Is he a cone, bro?
I will
It
say that
depends.
he played a lot better last year than he. Like, Novak could still, like, he has had 40-point games this season, but it's because no one else on his team scores.
Yeah, but I also
Usually
feel like
nobody
it's
else
'cause,
shoots
like,
either.
Yeah.
he's getting disrespected by like his own team, low key this season.
like, I feel
so like it's like, do you really want to try on a team where you get disrespected every game?
I feel like
no.
Novak's like a better player. Novak's like a solid player in this league normally.
Yeah.
I think that just like team-wise, it hasn't been the best experience for him this year,
Yeah.
though.
The team's got to be like optimistic for him to do good.
Yeah.
Like, they gotta,
Novak's a mental player.
Yeah.
If Novak like mentally isn't right in his games, then it's gonna show. And vice versa.
It showed last week.
Vice versa, if he's like mentally like if he's getting like encouraged and all this, shots are going in, then obviously he's gonna feel a lot better about himself.
Yep.
He's just someone that like can't tune out the noise, I feel like.
Yeah.
But yeah, for record wise, I'm gonna go Team Levis on this one.
I think I might have to go Team Levis too, just because like when we played him, like if Yaney's on like that every game, like I don't know why he hasn't been on like that, because like even last year Yaney was like that and he was scoring on second options, bro. Like he wasn't scoring on third options like he is this year, kind of like. He's facing a lot of third options, and he should be cooking them every time.
I really enjoyed playing with Yaney last year, and like I know the type of player he could be. Like he could
score, bro.
Yeah, he's capable of scoring like that. He's capable of giving you 40.
Yeah, he has good moves, bro. Like they work.
And like Yaney on a windy day put up 58.
Yeah, he put up 58 on a windy day, bro.
That's true.
Literally, no one was shooting that like good that.
And
that
somehow
day.
Yaney was hitting. But yeah, I'm gonna go Team Levis in a close one, and
Yeah.
that's just because I think they give more effort than Team Chung.
I
I'm
think
going Team Chung.
You're going Team Chung.
I think
I'm going Team Chung.
another insight on like Levis, like Jack isn't bad. Like
Yeah,
he's
no, Jack's a
like,
good player.
Yeah, he has good moves too, and like he's taller than I thought he was. I thought he was like
Yeah.
a little bit shorter than me, but he's a little taller than me.
Yeah, Jack.
He's got height.
The thing with Jack is I think he needs to I think he just needs to be more aggressive at points because I think the second half versus your game, he only had 2 points in the second half after
Yeah.
having like 22 in the first.
Well, I mean, I also smacked the shit out of him by
Yeah.
accident, bro. It was my
Yeah.
fault, Pixton, bro. Didn't mean to slap you like that.
Yeah. No, I'm watching that clip back in slow mo,
Watch what
like
you
it was a
did.
quick jab.
Yeah, my fault, Pixton.
I'm gonna explain myself a little bit here.
Yeah.
I'm going Team Chung. I was really torn, but then you two picked Levis, so I'm going Chung. But
Yeah.
I think you have more consistent scorers if you see
Give or
a aggressive Chung and an aggressive Kahim.
Yeah, but when have we seen that together this year?
Never, but it's gonna happen in week 7.
I mean, it better. You're playing Team Levis.
Yeah,
So-
if anything, this should be like their most wanted game to
Yeah,
win. Like,
yeah.
because if they
Right.
lose,
If you
like,
lose
best
this
believe
game,
I'm putting them
yeah.
at rank 8 next week.
Yeah.
Like,
That's for real. Yeah, so 2 for Levis, 1 for Chung. I gotta say, I can see this going both ways, but
yeah,
Yep.
like I said, I think effort-wise, Team Levis has the edge, and I think that's what it will come down to.
facts.
Yeah.
Next game, we got Flanny versus Howard. Obviously, Flanny now playing with Cruiser. That's gonna be very rough because
That's gonna be
it's
barbecue
most
chicken.
likely gonna be Ja versus Cruiser.
Yeah.
There's not much else to say about that.
Cruiser, you better get your conditioning in this week, buddy.
Yeah, Cruz, do some defensive slides. That's gonna be really tough for Cruiser.
Yeah.
They're gonna have to play a lot of help, I guess you could say, but even that's hard to leave Flanny or Bodie open.
Yep.
My advice to Team Howard on that is
Feed Ja, honestly. Let him do
like,
his thing against Cruiser.
yeah, but Rob, get yours, bro.
Rob's
Get
gonna-
yours. Like you need to get yours on a team where like you're not facing Team Chung. Team Chung, I'm sorry, but they don't count. Like you need to get yours on someone that's like you'll have a game against.
Yeah.
Because then I feel like that spark will be back where he'll be able to like just cook any other captain or whatever,
Yeah.
whoever's guarding him.
Yeah, the Rob we're used to seeing.
But yeah, also but like as you said, the smart. If you're a betting man, like just go to Jaheim.
get out the way and let Ja, Ja is so much faster than Cruiser. Like,
See, that's the thing
So
though.
why-
Like they're
if
gonna tell
I'm Cruiser,
Jaheim.
though, I'm stacking off all day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the thing though. They're gonna tell Nick to sag off Jaheim, and then Jaheim's gonna shoot.
But,
He's
like,
gonna get mad. He's not making them, and
Yeah.
then I don't know.
My advice for Ja though is like if Cruiser's sagging off, like just get closer and force him to like come out. Like that free throw line jumper, use the backboard, it's automatic.
Yeah,
Um,
literally.
I
Or
don't know.
just take the fucking 6-foot running start.
Yeah. And just dunk
and
on
go into the
yeah.
paint.
Like Ja got the bounce too, so like we know he's capable of just sorry Mike, but he dunked on my captain pretty bad week 1. But yeah.
Yeah.
Record wise, I'm going Team Howard.
Agreed.
I'm
Agreed.
also going Team Howard. Yeah.
I think both their I think that Rob versus Flanny will be fun to watch. I think that Brian versus Bodie's going to be a good matchup, but it really just comes down to that third option.
Well, it might be Brian on Nick and Jaheim on Bodie.
Yeah.
Brian, he doesn't try on defense
actually,
or nothing
yeah.
like that.
Yeah,
Like,
I think
Yeah.
that will be the matchup probably actually. Still good matchups.
yeah. Regardless.
But yeah, Cosme versus Madonna. This is a big game.
Yeah,
Big
realistically, this is game of the week.
Yeah,
Realistically.
if we're not memeing, this is game of the
yeah.
week.
Madonna, I'm coming for you, boy. I'm
Talk-
coming
talk
for
your
you.
talk.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Talk
talk
your-
my talk right now.
Talk your talk.
Here's what's about to happen, right? I'm about to have 50 plus. Will's about to have posters. Dougly about to shoot his threes. And
This might be a game where Will has to try.
To be honest, like Will, like if he's going to the rack, right? I'm sure Tyler will defend against him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I hope Jack helps on him. I hope he does, because if he
Hughley's gonna
does,
light that thing
Hughley
up.
is torching their team. He's torching them, bro. Like, it doesn't even matter how deep he is either. He be shooting from anywhere. Like, I hope they sag
Wow.
on him.
Yeah.
If I'm Team Madonna, who knows if Jack plays?
Yeah, that is true.
You
That
could
is
you
true.
could play the matchups here and use the sub. I talked about it with Steve for our other games. We could easily we could use Brett
Yeah.
in any game that we would rather have a matchup. They could possibly do the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bugley's cooking DOB though, respectfully still, so it's all good. I'm not worried about that. But fucking yeah, I'm gonna have to go myself on this game.
It's hard to say Madonna loses 4 games in a regular season, but I think that I'm gonna go with Team Cosme as well.
I'm gonna go I don't know. I'm gonna go the underdog here.
though.
I'm gonna go Team Madonna in the sense that I think he'll use DOB, put him on Bugley, put Tyler on Will, and then it'll be a Gabe versus Madonna matchup.
Yeah.
I like that
I
Tyler
can
on
easily
Will.
see it going either way, but for the
record.
disagreeing opinions, I'll take Madonna.
Okay. Respectful. I mean, yeah, you could easily say either team, I feel like, for this. You can for most games of the week.
Yeah.
But yeah. 2v1 again. Last game of the day, which is sadly not going to happen, was Satan.
No!
Was Satan versus Shannon. Satan officially ends the season 7-0.
Sweeps the league with zero
So what happened?
So Sunday, my dad and I are going to the Travelers Championship for golf down in Cromwell.
Oh, that's late, actually.
And Johnny is out of town, so we only have 2 people available. And I think because of that, Mike picked up some extra work, knowing that we wouldn't be able to play.
Yeah.
It's a game that we hate to miss because, I really wanted to play, Joe, Steve, and Tassie this year. Those are 3 of my closest friends in the league. I don't know. It's a shame that we can't play.
Yeah.
I don't want to. I like to think that we match up decent against each other.
Yeah.
But I mean,
I
you
would
and
think the
Tommy
same
could get
thing.
interesting. But I think our 1-2 goes pretty like we have similar strengths.
Yeah.
But yeah, not much to say besides because it's a forfeit. It's sad that we can't see it, but oh well. Maybe we'll
Maybe we'll see each other in the playoffs.
maybe something will line up down the road.
Right.
With that being said, we already said our game of the week was Cosme versus Madonna. The meme game of the week was Chung versus Levis.
That's the actual game of the week.
Yeah, no, that's the actual game of the week. The meme one was Cosme
Yeah.
versus Madonna.
Facts.
Any closing thoughts from either one of you two?
I gotta go take a piss. That's
All right.
what I gotta say.
Joe's got to take a piss.
This week's a good week. This is a good week.
Yeah.
It's a lot of good
I
games.
wish my game could have been played, but
Yeah.
I think there's gonna be some good competition this week.
Yeah, I would have to say this week is probably if the whole game,
Yeah.
if all of the games were being played, I think it'd have to be
It's-
one of the most
yeah.
competitive.
All right, but camera cut off. I don't know where it cut off, but I think it was very recent. Hopefully, we didn't miss too much. Just going over closing thoughts. I don't think we had much else to say. Obviously, we were saying it was a great slate of games. Obviously, it's because the 2 teams that normally get blown out are playing each other. But yeah, shout out to Gabe. Shout out to Kamish. Kamish, you still
Thanks.
there?
Yeah, I had to mute myself though.
All right, Kamish just got to the gym, but he's still on the call with us. That's dedication right there. It was a fire episode. I feel like
Yeah, a lot of insight.
one of our best ones. It felt like.
Yes, sir.
Just having Joe on, obviously the person that runs the league, it's always going to be a good one. He was obviously my co-host last year. So yeah, shout out Joe Puya. Thanks for coming
Thank you for
on.
having me.
Joe's going to go kill a gym session now.
I'm gonna go get a fat shoulder pump now.
Respectful.
But yeah, that'll do it for
Not respectful.
not respectful.
Disrespectful?
Disrespectful shoulder pump.
Disrespectful.
Yeah,
I'm
he's about to get the
disrespecting my
disrespectful
shoulders
shoulder
today.
pump, bro.
But yeah,
The obnoxious one.
just absolutely crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That'll do it for this this week's episode of the Game Plan, though. Counting down to the end of the regular season. Last week, hopefully, a lot of people would come out and watch these games.
Low-key, it's going to be exciting doing like this with the playoffs going.
Yeah.
Those will be good games. Like.
For real. But yeah, we'll be back after this week's games before the playoffs. So leave comments.
Time out. Little bit of thing. I'm probably gonna throw it in here because we're probably gonna do it. I think we're gonna have like a bye week.
Yeah, you
4th
mentioned
of July weekend.
You mentioned that.
So just a heads up to everybody else.
July 4th?
Yeah.
For this.
Yeah.
All right, bet.
So this week's games will be played. Next weekend's a bye week, and then the week after is playoffs.
Gotta go too.
All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Comments, suggestions, text us, whatever. Let us know your opinions. Once again, shout out these two, Joe and Gabe.
Shout out y'all. Shout out Mike Shannon too.
Shout out Mike Shannon, Beast Gorilla Man. We'll see you guys next week. Peace.
Deuces.